Hello. Howdy, folks. We're back. We're back in the Mojave. It's been quite a time. Oh no, yeah, it's coming. The Dakama drawn twerking lunchbox gif. That'll take me sky high on my career. But yeah, it's been a while since New Vegas. I had that Isanzo kick. I had to defend the Alps.
I hear a
Oh my god, Raoul out of nowhere.
Raised to the ground.
But the Ame stream last night, while not only being just good New Vegas content, also Kiara made a quick little appearance due to the wonders of the Hollow House, and she said that she thought Fallout looked cool and maybe wanted to play it someday. So, you know, that's all. She has recently said she wants to play Fallout and Red Dead. So I'm riding that for the rest of time till that happens. But until then, you'll just have to deal with me, and I guess technically Ame, for the Fallout content. Yes, a non-zero chance. Unmodded New Vegas, I cannot wait for all the crashes. I'm sure they're coming. But let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, I left off right after... right after Benny got captured by the Legion. Now, I'm wondering what to do with that. You know, I just don't like the aesthetic of World War Blues, so I only played it once, and then I never remembered it. Because, it was a bit too science for me. But let's see. I'm trying to think of how I want to narratively approach this. Let me...
How the hell did the monorail blow up?
Yeah, let me,
strip, I tell you.
go talk to Mr. House. But I definitely want to... I think I want to save Benny. Now, let's go have a strange conversation with Victor.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought a friend. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Come back soon now.
Yeah, and Dead Money is great. Dead Money is weird because, like, it's so isolated because, like, they take all your gear and stuff, but it really is a great time. Nice of you to teleport in front of me, Victor.
Partner? Penthouse floor.
Evening, ma'am.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as
all
well.
like the Ulysses stuff, where like Ulysses kind of like pops up throughout them, is very fun. Dead Money's probably the most fun. Honest Hearts might be my favorite, though it isn't as good as Dead Money. I'll say, like...
You do? Why, that's
Oh, boy.
just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
Let's see. That's enough of that. But, Honest Hearts is just fun, and you get all those nice 45 ACP guns. Let's see. Oh, hello, Mr. House.
The point of my inviting you to visit me here at the Lucky 38 before stomping into the tops on your own was to help you prepare. tactically. Now, because of your carelessness, Benny has fled the Strip, taking with him
That's
the
fine.
platinum chip. I suspected he'd found a way to access my encrypted databases, but, well, this explains
Yeah, I
it.
love that they added two bears
That
high-fiving,
would be
like, as a
how he
thing.
learned of the platinum chip in the first place, not to mention where to intercept you on your way in. Highly resourceful, Benny. He would have made a fine agent had he stayed loyal. It's fortunate you came along to replace him. And ironic.
Let's see.
His destination is hardly a mystery. It's a near certainty that he's making
Like I
his
said,
way
you
for
know,
Caesar's camp at Fortification
I've
Hill.
never done
It's
a
one of just
house
two
ending,
places on
so I
Earth
think I just
that
might
have the
do a
hardware
Mr. House
necessary
ending.
to read the platinum chip. The Lucky 38 is the other, of course. I
Yeah,
won't
you know,
lie to
might
you.
as well.
It'll be dangerous.
Just to see what happens.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to
But
me.
you see, I
I don't
want
want
to
you
kill
harming
Caesar.
a hair on that man's head,
Because-
assuming you could find one.
Yeah, I've only done NCR and Independent. Like, my last run that I did was, my goal was to just get the NCR in control, but in a position to where the followers had the most say and had, like, the most, control over, their own, like, role in Vegas. So I really, like, worked on that, like, Followers of the Apocalypse having a good, like, say in NCR. Like, I was able to get it to where it was like, okay, they actually have, like, good footing in the NCR now.
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the platinum chip. Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking. I'm not offering you an incentive as
Or,
crude
you know,
as money,
narratively,
though there'll be plenty of that.
I like the
What I'm
idea
offering you is a ground floor opportunity in
of-
the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future.
I like the
for you
narrative
and for
idea
what remains of the human race.
of rescuing Benny and then doing Yes Man through Benny. I think I might do that, yeah. It's been a while since I've done a Yes Man.
If you find Caesar's Legion so frightening at this remove, imagine them rampaging across the Strip. We have a chance to see them destroyed, to see New Vegas become the harbinger
So I think I'll
of a
get back
new
and talk to
age.
Yes Man right now.
What about him? He has every reason to go to the fort, so that's where you'll find him. All I ask is that you recover the chip. What happens to Benny is up to you.
Let's see.
We have a chance to see. I'll give you time to think over the consequences of what you're saying. I urge you to reconsider.
Yeah, so I'll leave that. I'll go back and talk to Yes Man and see what's going on with
They
this.
showed out for words of encouragement to NCR men and women in uniform.
Elevator door? Oh, I guess.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Let's see.
Casino floor.
Yeah. Saving Benny, though, does mean what's it called?
Excuse me, but are you the courier who
Hello,
caused
ma'am.
all of that trouble in the tops? Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
Nah, yeah, sure.
Right. We just want
You
to
see,
find out what
this is
sort
my
of technology
problem
Mr. House has
with
used to stay
RPGs
alive for all these years. It could
is,
be of great benefit to the people we try to help. Many
RPGs
of whom
give you the
suffer from
option to do
hard-to-diagnose
good things and bad
illnesses.
things and whatnot, you know?
Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily.
But that requires you to
That's
role
great.
play
Here, take
in
this
the
packet
role-playing
sniffer.
game.
It'll allow us to intercept data on
And,
Mr. House's network. You might have to manually
I
remove
can't
the
do
encryption
that a
from his
lot of
data
the
network.
times.
But
Like, I'll be
hopefully we
like,
won't have too much trouble.
And like,
Good
I know
luck.
if I did try to do a Mr. House playthrough, I'd be like, this is too mean.
Wow.
I have to go. I have to go. Yes, man. That's why I've never been able to do a Legion playthrough. Or like, in like,
It's hard in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was...
like Red Dead. I've played Red Dead twice, but I've never. Both times, I just ended up doing the good ending. I can't do like evil Arthur.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Yeah, I'm awful at it. Yeah, here, I'll keep my roller. Let's see. And I did do this one kind of as like this kind of being like more of like a spaghetti western like gunslinger who eventually yeah, I guess this is kind of where it's like my I'm gonna go try to get revenge on Benny, but then in doing so
Oh! Hi again!
with this, I'll be like, okay, I need Benny. Yeah, for this right now, narratively, my character realizes that the way that I can come out on top is with Yes Man. But I think I'll set it up to where I'm gonna go to the fort with the idea of getting, you know, the chip from Benny, but we'll see how it goes at first. Let's see. Okay.
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced.
To where...
As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like
I'll
the chip
explain my
could
narrative arc
upgrade
in
his
a minute.
defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
So...
Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses. Most prominently, his security.
Now this is where I'm like, oh, interesting.
And
you know?
then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy! I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Yeah, I haven't played Disco Elysium either, but I have wondered how it, like, deals with that. That is something that I've thought about with it, where, like, I'll get to it eventually. I do have a friend, well, I say a friend, I haven't really talked to him in, like, a year or two, that's very, like, he's, like, your typical, like, 4chan anime fan, very like Ron Paul 2012, and he loves Disco Elysium, so that was very much like a, well, if he loves Disco Elysium, like kind of like perspective to where I was like, do I want to play it then?
Then I'd have to help you.
But
I
I'll
mean, it
probably
seems
get
pretty
around to it
obvious Benny
eventually.
wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Alright. So I think narratively, we just hit the beat to where I decide that I'm going to do this for my own. I'm going to control Vegas for myself. But, I will then now go on a personal quest.
Right!
Here,
It's
let's
one of
just
2
hear this.
locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else? Maybe a giant
Hey,
robot or something.
that's a joke at Fallout 3.
Neat. Let me know what you find out.
But yeah, so I think my character will his first like main narrative beat it will be forgiving Benny and letting Benny go, which is going to be very hard to do, and I'm going to go try to do it right now, and I will almost certainly fail. I may need to get power armor to do it.
Hello?
But I'll see. Let's see. I need to go get as much 357 as I can, though. Actually, wait a minute. Let me go back and talk to Yes Man about that, those tribes. Oh, hey, it's Yes Man.
Oh! Hi! Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty, or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on this strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
Let's see.
Of course,
I want the Brotherhood. Literally just so I can get power armor from them, so that I could maybe assault the Legion camp.
Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of Securitron scouts near Hidden Valley. Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. House was pretty sure it was the Brotherhood. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to visit. They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots.
Alright, let's see if I can get Veronica.
If someone can blow up the monorail, I guess we're not safe even on the...
And then go to... well, let's go to Gunrunners first. And then if I can get Veronica and then do the Brotherhood with Veronica, that would be neat.
Welcome, sir or ma'am.
Let's see. Yeah, I need, what 357 do you have? Acceptable. Also, what miscellaneous? Do I have my hunting revolver needs parts? What is the difference between the gunrunner? The gunrunner hunting revolver, I think, takes. Yeah, That's it. I got the money from the snow globes, so whatever. What hat do I wear? Do I just wear the recon beret? DT-20? No, DT-15. That's DT-20. Yeah, you know, who cares? Might as well. Hunting revolver, 6-shot cylinder. And then let's see, where do I want to? Oh no, did I sell my 44 by accident? Yeah, apparel. That, let's see, miscellaneous. Good enough. That's a lot of money, but and I believe I have no clothes right now. Yeah, I don't. But there we go. Now I've actually got some decent armor. And then let's mod this 6-shot cylinder and the match barrel. Then all this is basically just off of some snow globes. But yeah, pretty good loadout, I guess I'd say for now. Where's Raul? Is he back at his shack? But it doesn't matter for now because I'm gonna go meet with Veronica. Let's see. Best girl, Veronica. Let's see.
Couldn't get enough
Hello,
of talking to
ma'am.
me the first time, huh? Good. Aw.
Don't have the charisma. Don't have that. Oh yeah, because I do have 3 charisma. Let's see. Oh wait, yeah, because I was doing the Crimson Caravan stuff. Where did I? And I needed more charisma. But let's see. Apparel. That's just speech. So, where is Raul? Is he back at his shack? Or is he outside the Lucky 38?
Move along.
Let's see. There he is. Let me see
If
though.
we run, we might still catch.
Okay, let you go back to your house. Actually, no.
Hey,
As long
You go back. You go to Lucky 38. Let me go back to Veronica. And let me see if I can get Veronica now.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me. Good.
Yes, let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you about the Brotherhood because
that's why I
I'm
came
one of
for
them.
you.
I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me
Oh,
along?
is this Felicia Day? I had no idea.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift.
She's so
Well,
fun when you
thanks
get
for taking a chance on a
like
naive young
things that
girl
do
from
a bunch of
California with
knockback
stars in
with
her
her,
eyes and a
when you
pneumatic
get a
gauntlet in her
perk.
hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
I remember last time I played and I had her, I got to the point to where I was
You
going
hear
up
there was
Black
some kind of
Mountain,
shootout at one of them
and she was
casinos
just
on
like
the strip?
sending super mutants like off the side of the cliff. Let's see, aid. Yeah, that's to steal. No, you're a prospector.
Back for more?
No food. Yeah, let's see. Do any of you sell food?
Nelson will serve as an example. We'll... Feeling thirsty? Let me...
No, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, sale. Yes, you sell food. Some nice fancy lady snacks. But let's see. Oh boy, over encumbered. Alright, good enough. Veronica, let's go! Where are we on the map? Alright, actually quest-wise. Yeah, it's that. Which means, yes, Hidden Valley. Which means we gotta get into Hidden Valley, which is always a fun thing to do. Let's see. Where are we on this map? We gotta go south. Oh yeah, Neil. Hello. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's a fun, project I'm working on. You may have seen on Twitter. I've begun my, as there shouldn't be any Kiara solo content before the album. I've begun my, Kiara 2020 to 2022 solo cassette tape. Meaning that I've ordered the blank cassettes. They should actually be here tomorrow, surprisingly. Oh? Alright. But I'm going about the recording process in the strangest way possible. Because of... so I have like my... it's actually my grandma's slash mom's cassette deck from I don't need to waste 44 45 70 on them.
Might as well be throwing rocks.
It's my grandmother's cassette deck from the from like the late 70s, early 80s, I think. That I use. It's actually like, I'm so like thankful that we just like randomly had it in the basement. because it's like perfect for like what I would need it for. I really have kind of like fallen in love with these kind of like older systems. You know, like as a kid, like the main way I listened to music was like a, you know, like a boombox, like stereo that was, oh my god. That was like your standard like CD player, radio, cassette deck. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which door is what. Is it this door? I can't wait to talk to a bunch of Brotherhood members. Oh no, I didn't want to lockpick that. Veronica? Do I have to get to know her better before she'll open the door for me? Or is that the other intercom? I think it might be the other intercom. Alright. To the other intercom. But, yeah, so like the classic, like... Oh, like, cassette CD player of, like, 90s, 2000s fame. I remember my, like, parents had, like, the coolest one. It was a dual cassette, 6 CD, system. And, so yeah, there were 2 cassette tapes that you could put in it, but then you could also put 6 CDs, and and there was like a shuffle feature to where not only could you, you know, put 6 standard CDs in and then shuffle them, and because a CD is,
Hold on, I've got this.
Oh yeah, that was,
I'd
oh
like
yeah,
a
there we go,
large atomic
Veronica.
shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Yeah, so the actually original invention of the compact cassette by Philips in the early 60s, the idea at the time was not to use it for music. At that time, vinyl was kind of understood to be the way to go for music, and the way that tape was on compact cassettes wasn't really perfected yet, quality-wise. Oh my god, Veronica teleported in front of me. So it was originally created for dictation, like recordings and things like that. They were used in what were called dictation machines.
I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing
Oh boy,
around.
time to do a
But
bunch
since
of
you came in
dialogue
with
with
Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a
Brotherhood
little
politics,
slack. Just
my
behave
least
yourself,
favorite part
and we won't
of
have any
Fallout.
problems, okay?
I really don't like the Brotherhood,
the Elder's going to want
and
to
I
talk
hate
to
that
you.
they've become
He's on the
the.
second
I
level.
hate that Bethesda
Just take a right
loves the
once you get down
Brotherhood,
there.
which is
My
kind of
office
funny
is right here in
that
case you need anything.
In the
Just
Bethesda
ask for
games, the
Ramos.
Brotherhood are like the coolest guys ever, which I find very lame. Wherein like the not Bethesda games, they are like pathetic, and I love that about this. But they're still very annoying to talk to, because it is just walking around the maze of a bunker that they live in as you walk from guy to guy trying to convince them. Yeah, but I'm currently on the side. I'm in a thread on K about the guns of Fallout and Metro, and yeah, there was a whole conversation about how off the tone of Bethesda Fallouts are. Hello, sir. But back with the cassette stuff. Ma'am?
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
Oh, that's fun. But like, you could take, like, we are used today with, like, just, like, shuffling on, like, you know, like, our phone, whatever, like, Spotify, you know, like a playlist we make. But back in the day, like, you used to be able to do a thing where it was like,
evening.
It's so archaic sounding now, but I love it. Where it's like, you would take multiple CDs, and you could take CDs that you burned, right? So like you make your own CD, and each CD is its own playlist of, you know, however many songs, like an hour of music. But then, if you have one of these like multi-CD changers, you then get 6 of them. So now you have a playlist of 6 hours of music that it shuffles through for you. And I love that so much of like, it's so easy to us now.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow,
whereas like back
first
then it's
I
like, oh,
didn't
you
know
had
what
to do
think.
all this extra stuff.
After giving the matter some thought, however,
to create
I
a
decided
playlist,
that an outsider
and you,
could be
if you want to
of use
change
me
it
right
at all, it's like, oh, you got to go
However,
basically
I
start
will
from the
not
beginning.
force you to help us.
Should
you refuse, you will be
and
allowed
I
to
really
leave here,
adore that.
though you'd remain Veronica's
there's
responsibility.
stuff back from like the
What do you say, outsider?
70s
Are you
that are
willing to
basically
help
the
us?
same thing, but doing it with cassettes. Yeah, of course, sure.
Then allow
I
me
wasn't
to
paying
explain
attention.
our situation.
let's
This bunker
see.
is currently locked down,
Yes.
allowing no entry or exit.
I noticed.
With you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional
Because
cases,
of Veronica.
teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Sure.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them.
Yep.
The shielding of the bunker prevents us from acting. Should our worst fears become real,
I'll go.
I've given the order that you won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but...
as long as it's ammo? Let's see. But, So, yeah,
you're the
here's
outsider
Paladin with
that's
his
been given leave
amazing
to
comb
wander
over.
around freely. Desperate times
And
call
this is
for
where we
desperate
get
measures,
into
I
the
guess. Name's
politics
Hardin.
of the Brotherhood.
I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
No.
If you change your mind...
I do not care about Brotherhood politics. But anyway, back to cassettes. Oh, according to Ewok, reporting live in the Kiara chat, Kiara will be in the Rene Pokemon tournament. So we'll look forward to that. Let's see. Let's talk.
Welcome
to
to
this
the
guy.
range. Sure. The Elder's already given the okay.
Own weapons and ammo. In that case, see ya later, pal. Y'all got a water fountain about these parts? Yeah, can she pass the first round? I don't know. I don't know anything about Pokemon. So I couldn't tell ya. Having to mod Ophi Pokemon streams was truly painful because she wanted absolutely no spoilers regarding anything. So we were supposed to delete any spoilers we could see. And let me tell ya, I don't know what a Pokemon spoiler is. I don't know anything about Pokemon. So that was quite hard on my end. But oh my god. The Dune Seas. So, as I was saying, nowadays, you know, we're used to everything just being on our phone. Yeah, it's like, well, like she was down to like, even like, you know, she doesn't want to know like the names of evolutions. She doesn't want to know like what move sets new Pokemon can get, all that kind of stuff, and I don't know any of that. Yeah, that of course I do know. That I had to make sure that, and everyone was saying that in chat. But ooh, it seems reporting from the front lines again. Fauna, Callie, and Kiara will be the EN members in the Pokemon tournament. According to Rene. So we get a nice Takamori and also Fauna. And you get to hear me say Fauna in my Mid-Atlantic accent again. But let's see. Am I doing the... No, I need this. But anyway, discussing with cassettes. Like I was saying, there are... yeah, this way. Now we're used to everything on the phone, and like I said, we're used to that kind of 90s, 2000s, like, cassette CD system. Go get him, Veronica. Get him. Do it to him. Ooh, kill him. Kill him, Veronica. But there's really something magical about, like, the 83 is the year that cassette sales overtook vinyl sales. And I think it was 92 is when CD overtook cassette. But there was a very magical era of that kind of early 80s. How do I get around this? That kind of early 80s era where cassette and vinyl were kind of up there. There was also 8-track, technically, but compact cassette was really just kind of making 8-track, like, don't even worry about 8-track anymore. 8-track, like, plummeted as a format in the very early 80s. It was popular throughout the whole 70s, though. To where there are some very cool, like, early punk and post-punk albums that you can get on 8-track, though most of the time, if you were going to get 8-track, like, if you're looking up 8-tracks, you're going to find, like, 70s country. It was apparently very popular with truckers, apparently, so you're going to get, like, Glenn Campbell, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, stuff like that. But the, where, like, there are some, like, a limited amount of, like, The Clash and, like, some early Ramones, on, 8-track that would be cool to pick up someday. What am I going on? I think there might be centaurs here. Radiation. Do I have right away? I can't. Mag is such a funny word now because of Magni. I do not have right away, so I guess we're just gonna tank this. Alright, Veronica. Wish me. Oh yeah, there's the centaur. Actually, let me take out my 4570. Oh, ooh, kill him. Alright. Aha! Is that everything? Ah!
Gotcha. I'm not even making a dent with this.
Veronica, come back! Veronica! Let's go, come on. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Yes, got him. We made it out alive. Let's check our rad levels, folks. Status, rad. Not too bad. Not terrible. But let's see. Can we repair this? Yes. Power armor. power armor helmet with that too, or I had a radiation suit this whole time. Alright, Veronica, come here.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
Is that all you have to say about that?
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Absolutely. What was that? Oh, it's a... Yeah, put that on. And then... carry those.
See you around.
Alright, we're going to gun runners though, because we are gonna sell some of that stuff that we just got. But go back to no, give me that
What's up?
equipment that I just gave you, ma'am.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I use those fancy lady snacks. But let's see, mosey on down to gun runners.
Welcome, Sir Ormat.
Laser pistol, laser rifle, and then $800. I'm sorry, Caps. How foolish of me. Now let's go see ourselves a doctor to get rid of this radiation, and then back in the saddle. But continuing with this cassette story, my favorite, I guess you could say, like, era of cassette, of like stereo systems, is that mid-80s. Now, oh my god, I didn't expect him to kill him. Alright, a 357 Magnum, nobody move. But while I believe you can get some later systems that will have, like, for me, retro music-wise, the systems that I want to play, you got a hot look, sir, are vinyl, because I buy vinyl from, like, bands that, like, if I like a band or whatever, I'll go and buy their vinyl, like, you know, to support or whatever, and to have as, like, it's nice when I, like, get into a band, and then I don't get into them as much, but then I look back and I'm like,
Emily
oh yeah,
says you're
these
working
guys,
with her
I
on
have the
bugging the
vinyl.
Lucky 38.
Yep.
That information would be invaluable to our research.
This should flush those rats.
And then I gotta walk my way down to, walk my way down to.
Anything else?
Wait, no. Could you? I could use.
You'll need to wait enough.
All right, that's that. That'll be enough wooder to where I can now get to this, the clean sink in the king's place, which is where I drink my water.
If it can
but
walk,
the
it can be found it.
Oh, there's a corpse like flying all over the place out there. But yeah, like, I also like cassettes because I can make my own.
Hey.
I just like analog formats, and like tactile formats. CDs are very boring. For me, a CD is like the worst music format, because with vinyl, right? Which incidentally is actually more of a modern term. They didn't used to call them vinyls back when they were popular. They called them records. But it's like the hip thing nowadays to call them vinyls. But anyway, the oh my god, oh jeez. That guy dropped like it was like they're not ragdolling at all. That's like you see like a police video of just like a guy just like going down. You can handle that fiend, right, Veronica? Right, Veronica? Yeah, okay. I don't need that cowboy repeater. But yeah, so the kind of era, like I said, like 80s era of like music where the album, the vinyl record was still kind of your main. Am I over encumbered? Oh yeah, I'm just over encumbered. From what? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Like you were still, like people are still buying vinyl records for like at home use. But you probably have a Walkman. So when you're, you know, out on the town.
Uh-oh.
You are listening to cassettes, and sometimes you know you wanna maybe listen to those cassettes at home. Not as good quality as the vinyl, but it's the the mixtape you made for walking around town. You want to listen to at home, so you have that in. You also have your tape deck built into your cassette. Like you have like your cassette deck in your full stereo system. So that stereo system of that era is my favorite because, like I was saying, technically it would be nice if it also had a CD player in it, but that's more of a late 80s, early 90s thing. Just in the rare chance that, I have to get like a Kiara CD or something. But CDs to me are so boring. Because a CD is a digital audio format. With a CD, the way a CD works is you put it in, and then you press play, and then you take it out. And you don't see it. It's hidden away. And like, that's the end of that. It is literally, it exists just for the efficiency of listening to the music. A record or a vinyl, one, you can see it, like you have to like lay it down correctly. You have to, oh, evening ma'am. You have to, oh yeah, this place. But you have to. Ooh, do I have any anti-robot stuff?
How may I serve you, master?
I don't believe I do. This is where, if I, like I said, I'm only doing revolvers right now, but I do kind of wish I had a shotgun with electronic slugs to use on these guys, because those always come in handy when dealing with robot populated areas. But the so like I said, a cassette, well, like ooh, hey, lunchboxes. Yeah, there are so many bizarre, like over-the-top CD players, like from the 90s, that are also usually cassette decks, but they normally don't have a vinyl player in them. And like I said, it's just it's just they're boring because they work. Yeah, like the what was I gonna say? Like I said, a vinyl has the benefit of like it's the tactile feel. Oh yeah, that's my parents still listen to CDs, and it's just because it's like, oh yeah, that's like what they do. Yeah, like if in the year 2022, what you get out of putting a CD in is you get to listen to the music, and it's like, but you can already just do that on your phone or like your computer or whatever.
How may I serve you, mistress?
If you were gonna go out of your way to get up and put like to get out of your chair to put specific music on, yeah, the classic like stereo with the huge like speakers, yeah, it like if you want the novelty of a tactile format. Oh my god, oh my god, there's so many microfusion cells here. I can't wait to sell all these. Veronica, you gotta carry this.
What's up?
Like I said, like a vinyl.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I can watch like the vinyl like spin. I have to. They do make automatic vinyls, which like it's cool from like a perspective of like. It's cool from like a perspective of like a technology of like there are literally vinyl players that like oh my god,
pattern detected.
Why'd I do like a 270
security
to
badge
turn
detected.
around there?
Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
Oh yeah, a jukebox would be great. That's actually I have I also have some fun little like fact trivia about how those work, and how 45s work. But the other like addendum is like with a cassette tape. Like I said, you go through the process of like having to make like a mixtape is fun, and then also having to like just being able to see it turn and how they work of like, oh, on the one end all the tape is spooled, so you can like just like look at it and you can see like, oh, I'm this far along, and you can watch as the one side gets smaller and the other side gets bigger as the music goes across. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just a nice little like quaint system.
Third floor access is for executives only.
Hey?
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Did that work? Oh yeah, it did. Over encumbered. I don't even know what I'm carrying. That weighs so much. I'll just eat all this food because, you know, this at least go. It's at least being used. But, here they are. Alright. Veronica.
What's up?
Give me your clothes.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Laser rifle, yeah.
What's up? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
I'll get you a dress eventually. That's like the best thing in this entire game. Is this technically a dress? I don't think so. I'll just give it to you anyway. The best thing in this game is when you give Veronica the dress. Well, I'll get it to her eventually.
Hello, Mrs. Millet. I hope you have an excellent day at work.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, that's gonna be my going around literally every article of clothing that looks somewhat fancy. Cause there's a handful of like specific like fancy outfits that are considered a dress to Veronica. And I'm gonna spend like the whole game being like, is this a dress? And then putting it on her, and then one of them will eventually be like, yeah, this is the dress she wants.
Unauthorized facial pattern detected.
Alright, as long as you don't shoot me. Now let me get out of here. But the... back to gun runners.
Hello.
Yeah, Veronica.
What's up? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Time to slowly walk over here.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish?
Let's see. Oh my god, yeah. That was like 600 caps worth of microfusion cells. Let's see. Ammo-wise, do you have stuff to make ammo right now? Small pistol, large pistol, pistol powder. For Magnum, 57%. Am I still over encumbered? Nope. Time to make some 44 Magnum. So let's break some stuff down. Break down the 9mm. 6. Let's see. Semi-wad cutter. Jacketed. What's the F stand for in JFP? I don't actually know there. Jacketed fragment point? I'm actually going to Google that really quick because I can't tell off the top of my head. Jacketed flat point. Flat point, usually IRL, they're called flat nose, not flat point. Let's see. Yeah, my semi-wad cutters. But, with the cassette stuff, time to walk out there. Let me go to my 4570 for the range. Like, the system I have is pink, which I very like. I very much like. It's a very vaporwave kind of feel to it, and it's got the, you know, the classic 4533 vinyl on top, and then a tape deck, and then AM/FM radio, which I never use except for the rare time that I'll turn on AM radio just to see what there is on. AM radio was like the weird radio. FM radio is like normal radio. AM radio is like you'll turn it on and it's just like literally it could be anything. Like I couldn't even begin to tell you what would be on AM radio. I turned it on now, but if I streamed it, I'm sure the FCC would come for me. But I mainly use it as, like, ideally, if I could I would just get rid of the radio components, and I would just have another cassette deck there. So I can have a dual cassette. Like, that's the ideal player to me, is a dual cassette vinyl player.
Trouble.
Because the dual cassette has the...
Might as well be throwing rocks.
A dual cassette, you know, allows you to duplicate cassettes. So you can just make one master and then just run it through instead of having to record one at a time. But... Oh, that's interesting. Like a local wave radio, like listening to the radio within like a closed system. I know that's how some people do. Oh yeah, that's really cool, actually. Oh my god. Go to my 44 Magnum for this tighter work. That's actually really cool. That you have like a little like closed radio frequency for this. That's how some people will record how some people will make like modern cassette tapes is they will like take a they will take a like a small radio transmitter, and they'll put a yeah, they'll get like, because most of the time a cassette deck will also have a radio in it, because you can make radios really small, so most cassette decks are gonna have a radio. Yeah, here we are. I'm gonna save up here. This is gonna be tough, because it's boomer territory. And any second now. There it is. Yep. Alright, let's see, can I sneak past? But, so, because if you don't have, like I said, I luckily have the system I do. where, well, I'll get to my system in a minute. But if you have, for example, just like a standard radio tape deck, that just has like a cassette player, and hold on, Veronica.
What's up?
Do not move. Damage for 75, perception crit. Anything that'll make me faster? No. I'm actually still check my clothes. Ride resistance. Nope. Alright, Veronica, don't move. Let's go. That was quite a way to die there. Let me see. Can I? Alright, Veronica, come with me now. Let's see. Let's see. Can we?
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down.
Hey, sir.
Or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory.
I'm aware.
Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment. Who I am and what I'm doing is my business. Now, are you in the market for info or not? Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the Boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat. There is a way, and I'll tell you. For a little wager. Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money.
Might as well.
Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, there's 600 caps in it if you make it.
Alright. Veronica, come here. Because I do not trust Veronica to make this run. She will die. This is written like a tunic style, like you wrote it down in like your book. Like your instruction book. Veronica. Did she stay over here when I told her? No? Where is she? Ma'am? Veronica! There she is. Yeah, like a golden path, like you gotta write the notes down in pencil. Veronica? Hey, come back! Where are you going? Alright. Yeah, just...
What's up?
Wait here.
Should've...
Alright. Let me read this again. Kid avoiding the artillery is to move from building to building up the northwest side of town. Still high cover in the fort. The northeast corner of 2 buildings, then make a beeline for the gate. Okay. Let me save here. And... Alright. Sir,
Hold it right
stop
there.
shooting.
Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment? But I had you zeroed in the whole time.
Yeah, it's
Nobody's
pretty much
that
chicken on
fast.
fire emote the entire
Move a
time.
muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces. Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel,
Hello, ma'am.
Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
I like her sweater. It looks comfy.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit. Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
I'm not even gonna like try my speech stuff because I just know I'm gonna fail them all.
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you.
Alright,
These are
so now I'm gonna
extraordinary
go back and
privileges.
get Veronica.
Don't abuse them. Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
Yep, fine by
Sure,
me.
anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells.
I only use bullets.
Loyal's been
so.
working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
But back with my cassette adventures. So a lot of people, if they just have a handheld tape deck that just has like a radio and a cassette player, they'll get one of those like transmitters, like radio transmitters that you can put into your phone, and like they'll put a 3.5 millimeter. I guess the phones don't have 3.5 anymore. So they'll have like, you know, like a USB-C or a lightning cable, and they'll play their music over a shortwave radio that they then pick up on their cassette. Now, luckily, my cassette deck has a mic input of a 6mm, like a classic like amp cable. So I have going from out the mic, like the mic input, I have a 6.5 to 3.5mm adapter. That on the other end is a 3.5mm like standard like audio jack. And the very unconventional thing I'm
Jesus
doing here.
on a pogo stick. You're the first one to make it through alive, let alone manage a return trip. Yep. Here are your caps. Sorry about that. Poor memory. Here you go.
I don't know why he does that. Like, why does he pay you? I don't know. Can't tell you. Veronica, you where I left you? But anyway. So...
What's up?
The way that we are... No, let's just fast travel over there. Because she was getting kind of weird getting off this. So... Now we got a bunch of boomer work to do. Actually, wait, no. Before we do that...
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, the... now... The problem with trying to record a modern cassette thing is the fact that we have kind of consolidated all of our, in the modern era, we have consolidated all of our electronics, right? To where everyone pretty much just has two systems.
What's up?
They have a phone.
Ooh, got something good for me?
And a computer.
Is it a dress?
Right? The problem with that is that not only do we listen to music off of those things, but we also
What's up?
Receive incoming information
Ooh,
from
got
them.
something good for me? Is it a dress?
So, in the situation where, say, you need to record audio off your phone, or record audio from your PC, you're always at risk of getting a notification of some sort that will disrupt that recording. So, the way that it's best to go about it is, of course, have a closed system, some type of thing that plays back MP3 files. Yeah, I think that plays back MP3 files without having to receive like a phone notification or whatever, so you don't have to be in airplane mode the entire time you're doing this. So, the very insane thing that now normally you would use an MP3 player, but this is in 2008, so I don't have an MP3 player. Though I do have the next best thing from 2008, which of course is the PSP, which has a built-in MP3 player. So, what I have going on in my insane system is I have my PSP going from I have my PC going to my PSP, which, you know, powers it on and stuff, and I did the file transfer. But the let's see, who am I going? Am I talking to Loyal up here? Yeah. But the
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
3.5 like male-to-male adapter going into the 3.5 to 6mm going into my tape deck.
I started building
so I have a
sonic
very
emitter that
weird
might do the
system
trick, but it's useless without knowing
where
the
I'm
exact
now
frequency
playing the
that would
music
kill the
on my
ants.
PSP, which yeah, I don't know it. Yeah, I don't.
I guess
need
you'll
this
have to use
sonic
hit and run
emitter.
tactics.
I'll hit him with lead. 1 sec. But yeah, so the way that, like, I'll have to do this, thankfully at first I was at first I was having a weird thing where it's like I had them in 2 separate like files on my PSP.
What is it, outsider?
I do need a second quest from you.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator
scientific.
building? Nothing too complicated about it.
Something
but
that my
it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the 2 runways. Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging.
Alright, let's see.
Alright, what's...
nothing else.
Bye!
There is the Kiara, the Kiara, reservation tweet. Does it still want me to get the emitter from him? Apparently Myth had a nice delivery dinner together. That's a nice time. Reporting about Kiara from the front. Let's see. Oh yeah, huh? She did link the live chat. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her live on stream. There we go. If she sees the message, Moondog, we've saved the day. If not, she'll find out eventually. Anyway, let's go! We got ants to kill. But the... so yeah, when you originally put them on
Hey.
I thought that was a really weird beard at first. When you put them on the PSP, I put them in folders. She noticed. I put them in folders of my side A, which is Kiara Originals, and then side B, which is Kiara solo covers. Now, the side... Alright, Veronica, let's go. Alright, she has re-uploaded with the... Oh no, I don't want to waste precious 4570 on ants. Let's see. 38 special? Yeah.
Over here. That's enough of that.
So true, Veronica. That is enough of that. So... I'll give that to Veronica shortly. Oh, hey-oh! I'm not going to use it, but Assault Carbine. Look at this beautiful... It's got a C7 upper, a mid-length gas system with a 14.5. Ooh. Oh, if I didn't live in the state of New Jersey.
What's up?
I'd have one of those.
What's up?
Let's
You're making me carry
equipment.
the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Oh, no, that's taking it from you. But yeah, so... Continuing. The way that I need to get the kind of cassette, like, setup going, at first, I really could not figure out, how to get it to play as 2 separate folders. It initially played just when I would just go, folder 1 would just immediately play into folder 2, and that, I don't want to do that because I gotta swap the cassette sides. You know, I have the cassettes that I have are, so Kiara has. Oh yeah, I forgot about Thump Thump. Thump Thump is the fancy version of the 40mm grenade launcher with a very long barrel. Kiara's originals total about 19 minutes and 30 seconds, and her covers are about 17 minutes and 45 seconds. So I got cassette tapes that are 20 minutes each side. So it'll have 30 seconds or so of silence at the end of it, side A, and then about a minute or 2 of, about 2.5 minutes of silence on side B. Yeah, parkour. Now, like I said, when it initially was just playing from side A, when it would just go from the side A folder to the side B folder, like immediately, that's bad because not only do I not have to, I don't have time to flip the disc, but now I'm gonna have the first 30 seconds of Boku no Chito or whatever it's called, the Huke birthday song. I'm gonna have the first 30 seconds of that playing. Ooh, a marksman carbine. The marksman carbine is the Colt 933. I could talk about the little oh yeah, I told
What's
her
up?
right here. But
What's up? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
I can explain some of that shortly after my cassette tangent. That's right, you will get some gun tangents today, I promise. I know that's what you all are here for. But the, where are these bugs? Are they above us? But the, Dornellis Air Force. Well, no, because this is like a bunker. I guess down there. But yeah, the way that the, the way that the, probably. So eventually I figure out that the PSP actually, oh my god, Veronica, what was that? What did you do? Well, anyway, I find out that, oh, alright, that's not where I wanted to go. I find out that there's a like setting you can put on the PSP to where it loops just the folder that the music's in, and then you can turn the loop off. So doing that got me in the situation where I can now have it play through the one side, flip it, and then have it play through the other side. And it should be good. And all easy and ready to go. Tomorrow is what? Today's Friday. So I guess there's nothing during the day tomorrow. In between when I'm actually when I'm just like doing random stuff in the morning, and then Ophi. So I'll have that kind of in between time, and in that in between time is when I can start my cassette recording, and I'll see how I can get about that. Oh, hey, Veronica. These ants just really... They sure are hard to find, huh? Oh, I have to restart the generator. Okay, hold on. But once I get that done, I still have to... I want to commission like some cover art, and some label art, which, you know, will be expensive, of course. And so that'll take some time.
Gotcha.
Where? Where do you got them, Veronica? Tell me. But it will pay off down the line when I have a nice professional-looking Kiara cassette. Until Yago sues me. That, of course, is the inevitable, the inevitable end result of making this cassette is I will get a cease and desist from cover, and I won't be able to understand it because I do not read Japanese, so I will be arrested, and I will be, oh god, I will be tried in Japanese court for my crimes against audio. But it should be all good in the end. Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. Everything's looking like it'll come together nicely. So I'll just have to figure out like how exactly like I'm going about doing everything. Here we go. Is that it? What was it? Reset the main power breaker.
Gotcha.
So the what was I gonna say? Those are the ants. Oh my god, so much 5mm. Oh my god, there's so much ammo in here. A 5mm is weird. Because it's not really supposed to be anything specific. It's a weird thing where the way that this game balances weapons, right, is by their ammunition. So 5.56 does a certain amount of damage, right? But
what's up?
There are, of course, guns that are chambered in a 5.56.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
So the marksman carbine is chambered in 5.56, right? The service rifle is chambered in 5.56, as they are in real life. But in the game, they are chambered.
Hey, I can't really move now,
Veronica
but
can't
I'll follow you in spirit.
What can I just? I'll just eat something and then I'll leave this place in a minute. I cannot pick up anything. So, like I said, both of those guns are in 5.56 as they are in real life. But the assault carbine, which is the full auto carbine in this, is not 5.56 in the game. because 5.56 is the set damage in the game. So if you made a 5.56 full auto in this game, it would be prohibitively strong. It would be doing so much DPS that it would be incredibly imbalanced. So they had to create a vague like type of ammo referred to as the 5mm, which is the 5.56 that exists literally only in it's 5.56 for full autos, basically. Which is weird, but hey, it's what they can do. So that's the best we got on that end. Veronica.
What's up?
And I'm at least happy that they balanced it
Is
that
it a dress?
way versus, you know, what you normally would see in a game is they just don't do anything. Let's see. Ammo. Alright. Now here, let me actually just drop, let me actually hold these guns really quick. So, let's talk some AR-15s really quick. So this is the assault carbine. This is a type, it's of the family, the CAR-15. Which at the time was called either the Shorty M16 or the M16 SMG. And as you can see, it has the carry handle. They used this is a 733 is the exact model about. So the shorter barrel, though it does have more of a mid-length handguard. Rather than the carbine length one, but that's a whole thing that'll take explaining, that I think I have explained in a little bit of detail. But basically, that's kind of your standard M16 that you're going to find in the late 80s. You can see it on use in heat, is where it makes a very prominent role. But you can then see this is actually probably the most advanced of all the guns in Fallout. This is the Marksman Carbine, which is a Colt 933, which is basically the same gun, only instead of a carry handle on top, it now has the mid-90s era Picatinny rail, which is basically this is an M4 carbine with they had like it's like an M4 carbine, but instead of a 14.5-inch barrel, it has an 11.5. No, it has a 10 point.
Hello, potential customer.
No, 11.5-inch barrel. The Mark 18
Welcome,
then has
sir,
a 10.5-inch barrel, which is more used by the military. The 933
I am ready
is
to
more
process
used by
our
police.
transaction.
You see it a lot in like 90s like stuff. It's very cool. And I would love to have one, but I cannot. But anyway. Let's see. What, can I sell any of these cases or anything? No. Oh god, the boomers are just getting me so much money from all this ammo. Let me actually see, can I buy any fancy ammo from you? Hollow point 44, 4570. and I'll get hollow point 44 Magnum. But yeah. So the I do want to get the. I think I want to get, because I have the scope on the. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish this quest for whatever this lady's name is, the pretty lady, whatever, with the sweater. And then before I go back to the boomers, I'm gonna go see if I can get the mysterious Magnum. That way I can have a powerful iron sight revolver and then a powerful scope revolver. Raquel.
I see the power's back on. Maybe Pearl is right about you. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down.
Nice. Quest completed. Good. Let's see. Where do I want to go right now? To the strip. So, what was I gonna say? I had a tangent. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't recall what it was. I guess we'll get a little bit more gun tangents, and I'll talk about these Smith & Wessons that I'm gonna be having. So, what club
I tell you, last night some girl was.
is it? The Tops, or is it the Gomorrah? I think it might be the Tops. Yeah,
hey, fella.
Yeah, I know. Keep hold out. So basically, the gun that I'm going to get right now is the Mysterious Magnum, which is just a legendary version of the gun I already have. The gun I already have, of course, I did put a scope on, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose, but it's just nice to have the legendary one sometimes. Is it over here? Now what the Mysterious Magnum and the 44 Magnum in the game is, oh my god, I completely forgot about this area. Yay, full time. Oh my god, it's rad free. Drink up. Get all this nice chlorine water. Let's go. Oh, diving board, I gotta take that. Why is the diving board so far away from the edge?
This crazy sleigh.
Let's go! Woo! Did a hot 180 there. Actually, no, if I turn off my DPI. Alright, let's see.
How's it hanging?
Can I get to 360? Oh, yeah, whoa,
Did you notice
whoa!
Chip's all screwed up lately?
Hold on, no. Let's see. I'm doing the 360, but it's carrying my momentum into my perspective.
Ring a ding, baby.
Yeah, it's carrying the momentum into the position I'm looking. So, yeah, there we go. I did it. I did the hot 360.
Ring a ding, baby.
Ring a ding indeed. Where is he? Bartender, is it behind this door here, or? Authorized personnel only, so I'm gonna say no. I can't remember what bar it is. It's not the restaurant. Where is the cashier's office? This is the elevator. It must be...
I wonder where Benny ran off to.
Is it the Gomorrah? Let's see. It's not the Ultralux, I know that. I don't think it's Vault 21. Let me just double check the Gomorrah. Oh, what was that? Oh no, I thought that was a gun. It was just a chain. Disappointing.
Hey,
No one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into...
Yep. Keep hold out. Okay. I don't think it's the Omertas that have it. Where is this
Be
guy?
sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest asses in New Vegas shit.
Because that's the stage there. Hold on, I'm going to look this up really quick. Let's see. Okay, it is in the tops. It's somewhere in the tops, let's see. But I do need a barter 50 to get that revolver. And I believe my barter is 15. I may be able to pickpocket it from him. Let's go check.
Find yourself a girl or a guy. Have some fun.
But yeah, so like I said, the gun I'm currently going for. Where is that? Where's that billboard at? It's around here somewhere. Is it here? Actually, I'll just check that link I had open. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It is where I thought it was. But yes, so there is the gun I'm looking for is part of the fun family of Smith & Wesson revolvers. Oh, howdy, folks.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now I got a chance to hold it.
Fellas, ma'am, other ma'am. But basically, Smith & Wesson has a very interesting thing regarding what are called frame sizes. Now, their original 3 revolvers are very weird. Well, they're weird by us. So, when we're talking about opening a revolver, there are 2 common ways to do it that we're used to. The first one... How am I detected? Okay, there we go. Ooh, no, I can't... Let me just check something. Yeah, I can get the mysterious magnum that way. But, like I said, I think I'm gonna need 50 barter. I don't think I can get it. I think I'll... Yeah, I don't have the speech for it. And I won't for a while. Games sound a bit loud. Let's see. Whoop. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, I might have just been talking low there in that moment. My brain may have gone into thinking that by trying to be stealthy in the game, I had to be quiet in real life, of course. But actually, what did I recently do? No, I won't be allowed in Helios 1 just yet. Let's see. Just back to the boomers for now. Let's see, up here. But anyway, the way that, like, that shore is broken. Oh, hey, no, this isn't a science thing. This is or like a brain thing. This is a repair thing, and I'm very good with repair. Is that all of them? No, there's one more. But, yeah, so the way that Smith & Wesson, early Smith & Wesson revolvers worked is the first one is called the number 1, understandably. And the number 1,
another glorious day in this man's army.
Of course. The number 1, we are used to either swing out cylinder revolvers, like that, or top break revolvers, where like you grab it from the top and open it. The Webley and the Schofield are the most famous of those. But the first cartridge revolvers were called tip-up revolvers. And instead of opening it down, what you did was you turned a latch and then you pulled the barrel up towards you. Like over the top of the gun to where now the barrel is pointing at, like the barrel basically like, you're looking down the front of the barrel now. And you take the cylinder out of the gun, and then on the bottom of the barrel, there's a little like peg, and you use that to like poke the cases out of the gun. Now, this of course, you couldn't do that in combat.
Well, how about that? Turns out you aren't completely useless working with your hands.
One moment, opening a water bottle to, you know, lubricate my throat. But the
bye.
Let's go. Okay, so what am I doing here? I gotta get speech up, I think, for that cast, to do that cast thing. And then what else do I wanna? Those are, I guess. I gotta get my gun in repair, but that speech should be fine for there. What am I looking at here, though? Purifier. That's pretty good. I don't really use VATS much. You know, I'll just get here now. It just levels me up, like, immediately, so. If I get the speech, yeah, to 40 there, and then that should be good there. Whoa, what was that? Alright.
Hey.
Let me get this quest.
So
oh my god, why are your eyes red?
Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us. Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right? Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's got to learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. If you help him recover the lady, I figure... Oh, I figure it's been a nice day. Did I say that? Sometimes I just say stupid things.
The actual Boomers
Sorry
plot.
about that. Pearl will tell you when the time comes. I should really be going.
Alright then. I'll talk to him again later. Because now I have... I'm gonna see if I can go get Cass to do some stuff. Do I have persuasive clothing? I gave it to Veronica for now.
What's up? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Okay. Gotta get
See you around.
that. Gotta get that Riz. Let's see. Go to Lucky
What's up?
38. Let's see.
Nelson's back in our hands.
I should be able.
I hope we can.
What am I even wearing? Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that fit. Alright,
You come around like a bad just that's a good. Give me that paper.
Okay, nice.
All right. No. Go with. So you're looking for someone to help, not just walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here.
Alright, Cass. Let's go. We've got some quests that are specifically related to you to finish. Let's see. Yeah. Fine.
Feels good not to have to drag a brown.
Let's see, all the way back up here. But yeah, so those early Smith & Wessons are called the number 1. That's enough for now. Are called the number 1, and like I said, they're 7-shot 22s. They came out in 1859, so just before the Civil War. And they did see like use in the Civil War by like just like random people that would buy them. Hold on, let's
Welcome
talk
back.
to this lady.
Very good. On occasion, it's proven to be more profitable in the long run to simply buy out the competition. And this is one of those occasions. Something has actually come up. A prospector recently came through here and spent a lot of caps on supplies. Closer inspection of these caps has revealed them to be brand new. This is a problem. The most likely source of these new caps is the old sarsaparilla bottling plant. Go there, locate the bottle cap press, and disable it.
Good. That's all I needed to know.
McLafferty's been riding ass.
But now I gotta bring Cass to the I had to bring Cass to the Van Graffs. I just walk there. But yeah, so it was a very weak gun because it's only 22 short. Not really much for like fighting a person or like hunting or anything. It's just kind of like more of a proof of concept of like, hey, cartridges work. The next gun they make though is actually kind of okay. It's the Smith & Wesson number 2. Now the number 2, what makes it fancier is it is in their second frame size, which is a bit bigger. Oh my god, he's smoking me. He's smoking me. Oh yeah, this is still in 38 special. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so it's in 32 rimfire. Now, that isn't powerful at all by today's like means, but it at least is like an actual like fighting round. And it's just basically the number 1 but scaled up to the original size held 7 shots of 22. This scaled up version holds 6 shots of 32. Now, the way that this gets weird is the next gun. So already the third gun is where it gets weird.
As I
Let's
live
talk
and
about
breathe,
this.
Rose of Sharon Cassidy, the late Rose of Sharon Cassidy, was hoping you were on that caravan I massacred. But Crimson Caravan and Van Graffs won't need to worry about you anymore. Mojave's ours, and we're shutting you down for good. Really?
I didn't expect this to immediately turn into a gunfight.
Not looking to die.
Yeah, okay. Okay, in that case, hold on.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny?
Let's go. Actually, what yeah, hollow point. Actually, no, my 44 Magnum I think has a faster fire rate. DPS. Yeah, but the damage is so yeah. This'll end people quicker.
As I live and breathe.
Ooh, why is that gonna? Oh my god, Cass, tank that. Cass is dead. Their armor is really making this hard because I have revolvers.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Especially with those hollow points. Hold on. Let me see. 44 Magnum. Target DT -6. Okay, the semi-wad cutters, these should work better than the
As I live and breathe.
hollow points. Will they? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. They have so much armor.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The atomic
Yeah, I'm actually gonna save here because I wanna just see what happens with if I do the.
As I live and breathe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't move right now.
Hi, I'm John Baptiste, and you're about to stop being a pain in my ass.
Up. She sure has.
Oh, that was... Anyway.
Well, I don't want to do that. Especially not for 350 caps. Let's see.
You got a problem?
Hey, John Baptiste, can we talk over here?
As I live and breathe.
Yeah. Cass, run! Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna say, not the time. With my damage mods and stuff, this quest is gonna be very hard. Well, that means I'm gonna go back to the Lucky 38.
Hey.
And see if I can swap out some folks there.
Someone's looking to catch their chips.
Probably get Veronica back and go back to doing the Brotherhood stuff for now. But basically, as I was saying, when we're talking like the third Smith & Wesson gun, it makes a lot of sense name-wise. Are they following us in the strip? Okay, no. It makes a lot of sense naming-wise, but it is very weird. Well, no, it makes a lot of sense like marketing-wise, but it's very weird name-wise. So, like I said, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Do I have to tell Victor?
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Is this my penthouse? No. This is Mr. House's penthouse. I need the presidential suite.
Where to, partner?
But, so... Yeah, here we go. He's Cass downstairs.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
Well, now that I'd like to...
I'll ask that later.
I'm already shadowing you, aren't I?
Are you following me, or... Yeah.
Where to, partner?
But, so, like I was saying, okay, you...
So, what? We chased that little...
let's see. You stay here.
Worrying this is not going to be good to me.
Veronica, there you are.
What's up?
Alright, now where's the sink? There we go. So they realize that they've got two kind of guns. They've got a kind of mid-frame gun that, like, you could potentially carry in your pocket, but was more like kind of a pocket, like, belt model in the number 2. A 6-shot 32. And then they realize, on the other end, they've got a weak pocket pistol that is a 7-shot 22. So they come to the realization that for their third gun, they could meet in the middle and have a gun that is using the frame of the 22, but just carrying less rounds in 32. So it is the tip-up 32 rimfire that has 5 shots, which is called, miraculously, the Smith & Wesson 1.5 of all things.
Where to, partner?
Because it is in the caliber of the number 2, but in the frame of the number 1. They view that as being in between the 2 and the 1, so they consider that the 1.5. Very weird, like I said. It's actually, like, I would love...
Hey, if you've been able to bug Mr. House's network
Oh,
yet?
yeah, I forgot I was able to do that.
Okay,
I was supposed to do that.
No rush, but the soon...
Let me actually do that right. I'm here. What quest is that? So these frame sizes don't last past the early 1870s. What is... Did I go to the right floor here? Wait, what room am I going to? I guess
Where
I'm
to, partner?
so
Casino floor.
in the 1870s, well, in the very late 1860s, early, so like 1869, Smith & Wesson comes out with the number 3, which is their 4th gun, because their 3rd gun is not the 3. Their 3rd gun is, their 1st gun's the 1, their 2nd gun's the 2, their 3rd gun's the 1.5, their 4th gun's the 3. That naming convention, they realized they immediately messed up, so they just don't care anymore. After this, they just stopped doing that. Alright. Huh. Hey, Veronica, come here. Veronica? You outside? But now this has a bunch of actually, yeah, where is she?
Well, howdy, partner.
I mean to talk to you. Oh, let me just talk to her really quick.
Hey, if you've been able to bug Mr. House's network... It looks like we've started getting reports from the tower's network. I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this. Oh, what the hell? The bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like...
But, so... The number 3 has a few subdivisions within it.
Where to, partner?
The first model, which is called the American. The second model, which is called the Russian, which introduces a new cartridge called the 44 Russian, which is a very popular round of the era. It is also used by the Russian army.
Is it a dress?
In the late 1800s. Is she from the boxing gloves? No, but whatever.
Where to, partner?
And the Russian model changes the grip angle. It kind of creates the modern day, what is called the K-frame, like round butt grip angle. That is seen on a lot of like standard Smith & Wesson revolvers. But the big thing that the Russian does is it adds a weird hook under the trigger guard that no one is certain as to why that is there. Some people think well, that's with Cass, and I have Veronica, so I'll just do that later. I'll just do this for now. Some people think that it's just a very simple... The hook is there in the event that you do not have a holster. But you have like a sash. It was common at the time to just like have like a belt, or like I said, like a sash like tied around like your waist, and you just stick the pistol into it. If you look, a lot of flintlock and percussion cap pistols, especially French ones.
Commencing attack on hostile target.
Remember how I said earlier, I wish I had like a shotgun with maybe some EMP slugs? Now would be a good time for that. Oh, alright. Oh, it's just the sheer power of 44 Magnum will do it to him.
All clear.
But, yeah, so the way that this next, like, theory, I guess, on how it works goes is that it's just an ergonomic feature. You're just supposed to, well, like the sash thing is you just stick the revolver in your belt, and the little hook prevents the revolver from sliding through your belt and like falling onto the ground. The other popular theory is that it's just like an ergonomic thing, and it's just where your middle finger goes. Because when you hold a revolver grip, you have the grip that your hand goes on. There is usually, on the standard grips, going to be a little bit of gap between where your middle finger is and the actual frame. Some grip makers will make, like they'll usually call, nowadays it's not as much of a problem because you'll just get like some rubber grips for your gun and it will fill in that gap. But before rubber, the way that it was done was either oversized wood grips. Oh my god. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oversized wood grips that
Here.
I believe are actually the grips that are on this gun. Let me see. Yeah, they are. See how the wood goes behind the trigger guard there? Like, it doesn't just, it like kind of envelops the top of the grip right there. That is to provide meat for your middle finger to rest on. But that was not always there on revolvers. Not all grips have them. Only what are called target grips have those. If you ever see my revolvers that I post, I have on my Model 10, which is a gun we'll get to shortly, I have what is called a T-grip, or a grip adapter. Let's see. That'll do it. But yeah, I have what is called a grip adapter, which fills in that area with like a little piece of plastic. These first came on the scene in the 1930s, but in the configuration I have it's more of a 60s through 80s kind of thing, which makes sense. My revolver is from 1982, but I have it set up as if it were manufactured from the beginning of its production run in like the early 60s. But some people believe that that hook is for your middle finger to get a very, like, early ergonomic similarity to this grip adapter thing. So, having that... Sorry, caravan people, I have to come in here and eat your flour because I'm starving to death. But regardless, it's a nice browning high power on your hip. Whatever that was for, it eventually went away because Americans didn't like it. We get the third model, which...
Welcome back.
Hello, ma'am. Oh, hello, Night Slushy.
Good.
Alright. I guess that was that with the Crimson Caravan questline. But anyway,
Morning.
I guess back to the Brotherhood for now. The next one in the line was the Schofield. Now the Schofield which is the most famous. A lot of people think it's called Schofield because it has an SCH, but it is not for some reason. It's pronounced Schofield. This is chambered in its own cartridge, which is the 45 Schofield. And this is made specific... What do you mean trouble? What's going on? This was made specific... Where? You good, ma'am? Ma'am? Is everything okay?
Still nothing.
Alright then. But, the Schofield was made specifically for the U.S. Cavalry. Where it was... Let's see... I'm gonna go to Camp McCarran and see if I can buy a bunch of food there. But it was made for the U.S. Cavalry with the idea of it's hard to reload a gate-loading revolver on a horse. So a guy named Colonel George, or Major George Schofield, invented a latch that you can open with one hand. So that you could open the revolver and then move it to your offhand and then reload the revolver while you're still holding the reins of the horse in your left hand. That was the idea. Now, the... Whoa, that's not the door I meant to go through. It also weirdly uses the original American frame, not the Russian frame. So we went from American frame to Russian frame, back to American frame. And then we're gonna... This gun was not really sold commercially at first. A couple were, but not many. But we run into a problem to where the cavalry uses this, but they also use Colt single action armies. And the single action army...
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR helper.
Yeah, sir, I'm here for food. I just want to buy food. Which one of these weighs the least? Yeah, I'm buying all this corn. Veronica,
what's up?
You gotta carry all this corn.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
I'll get you a dress eventually.
See you around.
But, so, you have a problem. The Schofield is chambered in 45 Schofield, which is, you know, the same diameter as 45 Colt. But it is shorter than 45 Colt. And because it is in a system that requires a, what is called a star ejector, which is your standard, here, let me... See that? See when you hit it with your hand? Right there. That, is what ejects the cartridges out. You need a rim to grab onto that. When you have a... I don't have a single action in the game right now, but when you have a single action revolver that has a gate loader, you punch it out with the ejector rod that's on the side of the gun. So, what you end up getting is a situation where on the gate loading revolvers that are chambered in 45 Colt, they're perfectly fine with a very small rim.
I'm not even making a joke with this.
Because you are not pushing it out by the rim, you're pushing it out by the back of the case chamber. Whereas on the top break revolvers, you are pushing it out by the edge of the rim. So they had to make the rim thicker. Where we run into an issue is both of these... I need the corn back, Veronica.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth.
Yeah,
no
that's how it should be.
Outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know. I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
Let's talk about that
got
corn.
Something good for me? Is it a dress?
Oh, let's see. Alright.
Hold on. I see something I want to...
Oh, hold on. No, don't do that.
Hold on. I see...
I have to give you the corn. Don't punch the thing yet.
Hold on.
Veronica, the corn. Veronica, the corn! Are you gonna make me waddle on over here? Come on, Veronica. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him. Yeah, now come take this corn.
What's up?
Alright, so, the...
I like long walks in the day.
I mean to say that.
Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love. She left the Brotherhood.
This is a fun thing.
Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents.
You can find
Since our
her
membership
girlfriend
isn't open to outsiders,
in,
some members think that obligates all of us to procreate.
in Dead Money.
You can guess which camp her parents belong to. You're making me
I
carry
got
the
some
heavy
juicy
stuff,
gossip
aren't you?
right here. Corn. Let's see. But, yeah, so continuing. The, what's it called? The, so we have a problem, right? We now have 2 cartridges. If you, the 45 Colt, well, that are both called 45. Now, logistics of the time where telegraph is the most effective way of communication is not good. So, guys who are supposed to get 45 Colt inevitably end up getting 45 Schofield. Guys who end up getting who need 45 Schofield inevitably end up with 45 Colt. Problem. The guys with the Schofields physically cannot put 45 Colt in the gun. It will mostly go in.
You're being watched.
And then it will just stop, and you can't close the gun because they're too long. The guys with the single action armies, you can put 45 Schofield in a 45 Colt, but what will happen is the rim is too wide, so you can't put 6 of them together because the rims will hit each other. So you have to leave a space in between. So now instead of having 6 shots where every cock of the hammer fires a shot, you now have 3 shots where every other cock of the hammer fires a shot. Which is better than nothing, like the Schofield guys have, but still not good.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
Let's see.
They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
Let's go! But, so those problems are a thing that kind of plagues the Schofield. So they end up making a new ammo in the mid-1880s, well, early 1880s, that now works in both guns. It is basically 45 Schofield that has a shorter, that has a, not a shorter, a thinner diameter rim, right? So it fits in the Schofield like before, but at the same time it you can now fit 6 of them into the Colt. Problem: the Schofield, if you pull it out at the wrong angle, like if you eject this from the wrong angle, the star ejector in the second, in the middle, will slip over the rim, and gravity will cause this to fall back into the chamber, but under the star ejector, which will then jam the gun, and you can get it out, but you normally need like a knife or something to pry it out, or you might have to take the cylinder apart, which is like the worst case scenario. Let's see. I think there's I think he's supposed to be invisible around here somewhere. Where are you? No, there he is.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny. You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
I think they have like just like dark gray eyes. But let's see. South. Anyway. So it turns out this new ammo type Also not really... Oh, what's going on over here? Also not really great. Doesn't really work. So, oh my god. So, they just kind of abandon the Schofields. They just sell them on the, they just sell them out on the civilian market. They surplus them. The Wells Fargo company buys a decent amount. They shorten the barrels to 5 inches and then nickel plate them, which is a very cool configuration. And I've actually seen one at a gunsmith near me who had a lot of like very cool historical firearms. One was a he had an 1860 Henry that is stamped to have been used by the Maryland militia, which was used to guard the White House during the Civil War. But the eventually Major Schofield, I believe his wife divorced him, so he did kill himself with a Schofield revolver. I believe that's the only known case where a man was killed by a gun named after him. So far. But like I said, that wasn't really too much on the civilian market. But Smith & Wesson's getting a lot of complaints about the random little weird aspects of the Russian that people don't like. So they consolidate and they make a what they call the new model number 3. It's basically the Russian with the grip angle slightly altered to become kind of what is the standard round butt grip angle now. And the trigger spur removed, and then just kind of some little fixes, like internally and whatnot. This would end up becoming the most common of all the top break large frame Smith & Wessons in like the American West. I very much would like one, but they are expensive. The most common caliber is still going to be that 44 Russian, though they did make about 2,000 in 4440, which is what the Winchester 73 of the time was chambered in, which that's probably the best single action revolver. That 4440 new model number 3, though most of those actually did not stay in the American West. Most of them went to Japan. The Japanese Navy bought them.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
Let's see. Yeah.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
So, the, let's see. Let's go to Nelson and then just walk up there. So, the dog. Oh my god. Did they shoot the dog? Well, anyway, that's kind of just like Smith & Wesson's main-sized frames for the cowboy era, but what is often underlooked is the 38 and 32 frames. Well, there also is a gun that really has no specific name.
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
Yep. So true, Veronica. What more could you want? But, let's see, where is this guy? There he is.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go. Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides maintained a long stalemate, and only after an extended duration did the NCR finally destroy its opponent. When they did, it appeared they did so with the help of fresh reinforcements. I do not believe they could have managed the feat without them. That savages such as these could last so long against the NCR is troubling. Please, take my findings to the Elder. He'll know what to make of this.
Alright, so the this is kind of where I've gotten a recent interest. Well, like I was saying, there is a fourth well, there's a double action version of the new Model Frontier that has no name. Nobody knows what to call it. Some people call it the the Smith & Wesson #4. Some people call it the Smith & Wesson double action. Some people call it the fourth model double action. Some people call it the double action 44 frame. Some people call it the #3 double action. It literally has no official name. And it is very hard to research, and not much is talked about, but they're very cool. I would say they're basically what you imagine a Webley, but made by Smith & Wesson in the 1880s. And they're probably the best gun to have if you were like a cowboy.
Or did you have something to discuss? Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Confidential, you say?
I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Let's see.
Hello?
Lorenzo. But anyway, they did make some of those in 4440, and that, like, if you got a Smith & Wesson double action in 4440
Don't work too
in the
hard
mid
there,
1800s, that's like the hottest rig you can have. I don't know. You know, I don't know how wide the no, because it had to have got an extractor around it. It would have had a good rim, 4440. Let's see. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but I guess we don't have time to listen to Lorenzo.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
He's one of these guys.
You think you're the first person the Elders trusted with this? He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead. I was the one who supplied the Elder with the location of possible sites where we could find the components, so their deaths are my fault. And now it's your turn. Well, don't say you weren't warned. I won't take the blame when you die horribly, but I can tell you're getting impatient. The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
How may I assist you?
Hello.
But, as I was saying, there is a large, collection of, like, when people discuss Old West guns, they generally go just to the big 44 and 45 caliber cowboy guns, right? Or some of the 6-shot 36 calibers, like the 1851 Navy and stuff like that. They are not the most common guns from the Old West, though. The most common guns were 5 or 6-shot 32s or 5-shot 38s. And there's a decent amount of study in them from the top break ones, which is basically the Schofield, and they're basically they start as basically a new model number 3 but scaled down, and then they become the double action for the new model number 3 but just scaled down. Let's see, Vault 11, Vault 3, Vault 22. The hated Vault 22. How I despise it. Let's just get in and get out. Let's see. I can't even tell where that's telling me to go. Oxygen recycling. Main entrance. The what's it called? The first of these, like I said, was basically just like a scaled down new model number 3, but in 32 and 38. Is it in here? Oh god, I hate this. I hate this vault so much. It's a maze. Get over here. How do I get in there? Do I have to go through the... Yeah, that should be it. Do I have to go through the cave? But anyway, so... I can't even remember how to get to the cave. The Smith & Wesson ones are a little bit researched, because they were very popular, and, now you can come through there. And there were like 1 million copies of them. That's not an exaggerate, like literally there are like over 1 million of them made if you include like all the copies. I have some of them. I posted a picture in the weapons thread on the in the history chat in KFP Cord, which is the now that I have all my revolvers back from the gunsmith, I have let's see, hold on. How do we get into there? I have the... I guess I have to go down? I only have 32s for now. I have a Harrington and Richardson, which is one of the many companies that made these like copies in 32, and that one is hammerless, so you can't cock the hammer. It is just where the hammer would be is just a smooth back, and this exists so that you can smoothly draw it from your pocket. And that was a 3-inch barrel, and like I said, a 5-shot 32. And then I have another 5-shot 32 that is from a different company called Ivor Johnson. And that one, the frame size is pretty much identical. Huh. But like I said, the frame size is pretty much identical, but the I can't wait to go insane trying to get through this. The main differences are there's bathrooms. The main differences are the just like little like parts interchangeability and stuff like that. I've already engaged a door site. I need to. How do I get into that cave? Do I have to go talk to the lady? Let's see. So yeah, so the ma'am, there you are.
Don't mind me. I have to wrap things up here, gather my gear, that sort of thing. I'll be leaving soon enough. A few things here and there, but a lot of the data has been corrupted. And all the... One interesting thing I found is that one of the chemicals secreted by the spore, as far as I can tell, it has no side effects or addictive properties. Now that I think of it, there was a Corporal Farber back in McCarran who'd probably be interested.
Okay.
From what I've been able to determine, the scientists here managed to breed the resulting hybrid. It's sad, really. Are you kidding me?
How do I get in there? Is it because of the quarantine? Let me test something. No. How do I get over here? I've got to override the lock somehow. I think. It says I can't do it in the admin office. Here? No? But yeah, there is a handful though of Colt 38s and 32s of this era that are very under researched. Administrator Bailey. So where is administrator? Back to the administrator office. There is. Colt had a range referred to as the Colt House Pistol. They were very small, 32, 22. 38s, and also a handful of 41s, because the 41 was a caliber that was popular in that era that never really made it past like the 1920s or so. Where is the administrator here? I'm assuming maybe I can find his body. Let me actually just Google it. Let's see. What a weird, hold on, what a weird place it says that this key is. Hold on. It's apparently just in a random bedroom. Oh my god! Spore Man.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so of these Colts, they make a thing called the, there it is. They had a gun called the House Pistol, right? That, like I was saying, existed for like a, like, they were seen as just kind of like small guns you can carry in your pocket, or like, you know, you put in a nightstand drawer, and like, you know, or like a dresser drawer or something, and like you defend your home with it. But they did eventually. This is where we get into the area of police revolvers of this century, which are very interesting. A lot of them were 38s, but not like, they were smaller 38s. and like a 5-shot belt 38. It's something that really interests me of that era, and I really want to get. There is a... There we go. There we go. Oh my god.
Here.
Go get him, Veronica.
Come on.
Get him, Veronica.
That's enough of that. I've had
All right.
worse.
Apparently, Kiara said that she is proud of Ina, and Ina seems to be happy by this. Go through the wrong door there? I did. But the... So, the most famous of the cult ones is referred to as the cult cop and thug. Now, the cop and thug is called such because of its grip. It has a very funny grip, of like a guy with a like an old-timey cop who has like a billy club and he's like bonking the guy on the head. And because of this, it is called, people refer to them as the cop and thug revolvers. Alright, now I can get out of here. But they're basically the 5-shot 38 house pistol with the barrel now extend. Now, normally those would have about a 2.5 or a 3-inch barrel, and no ejector rod. But now the barrel has been extended to about 5 inches, and has a proper ejector rod. And the grip goes past the frame, so you now have a full grip on your hands. So you. They're definitely small by today's standard. They're the equivalent of like what we would consider. It's weird because it is the frame of a pocket revolver, right? So it is like you took a pocket revolver, but then put grips on it to make it bigger, and then made the barrel longer. And wait, do I have to get filters from all of these places? Yeah, it seems I do. Well, in that case, I think that's an adventure for another time.
The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves.
Speak on it, Veronica.
Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies. I don't know. I'm still thinking about what kind of role we could take on that would give us the best chance of survival. But I think things are starting to come together. I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
Alright, well, now let's see that.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Let's see. Alright. I'll have to visit a doctor for that. But yeah, so. Basically, there's a whole world of police revolvers of the 1880s that is very interesting to me. That I would love to read more about, but because they're not popular, because nobody cares about them, people care about just the cowboy guns of that era, not enough research is put into it. But But I hope to one day learn a bit more, because there are some books, but they're expensive because the only people who buy them are people who want to collect these. And they want to make sure they're not buying a fake one, or, you know, they're buying the one that they need to know the information for. But anyway, I've pretty much covered all of the Smith & Wesson pattern revolvers up until the swing-out cylinder, which is what we'll get to, I guess, next time I cover Smith & Wesson revolvers. But yeah, that was a nice little jaunt, getting back into New Vegas. I have opened 1 million doors. I now have 1 million quests I have to do. Some I can't, some I can. We'll have to figure out where to go. But there's a whole broad horizon for the next time I play. But that'll be it for now. Thanks for coming out, folks, on this, well, I guess I was going to say a Kiara-less day, but no, Kiara is streaming today for America. It just so happens to be at American prime time, bizarrely. So yeah, I guess I'll see all you KFP folks later, on what would normally be an Ophi hours, but she's not streaming today, but Kiara is. Truly, what a bizarre world we are living in. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Oh yeah, the Europe is gonna suffer horribly. But yeah, thanks for coming out, folks. I guess if this is the schedule that's going this way, I guess I'll just have more. I'll have more free time in my days, in the mornings. So I guess I'll probably stream a bit more often than the times where Kiara would normally be streaming. Because I mean, what else am I gonna do? Alright, yeah. See ya. I guess, O2 lunch. Bye.